Our interaction today stems from the fact that you remain the very, indeed, dependable ally in our desire to establish conditions for peace and stability across the country and the Southeast geopolitical zone in particular. I have said this before, and I thought it bears repetition to indicate that you are the most qualified, in my view, amongst the various stakeholders who have interests within the matrix of peace around the matrix of defense and security of our nation. This is arising from the fact that you have the requisite training and experience to be able to contribute meaningfully to the current effort at redressing the imbalance of security within our country. This is because you have served, now retired and living amongst the people. You understand better issues that have to do with security. You have the ears and of course the eyes of those of us that are serving. You're also able to dissect the differences, the issues as they present themselves. You also know the misperceptions that have attended to security issues within the country. And so given the current dynamics of insecurity, the asymmetric nature of these threats, it behoves on you to advise us on way forward for their containment. Yes, the armed forces, just as was earlier pointed out, are the forefront of addressing these security threats. But we also believe that the feedback coming from you will be very critical in redressing these security threats. What makes the Southeast very peculiar is the current agitations to which, in my view, a good number of those who are in support of such agitations have a wrong understanding as to the realities on ground. That of course you, in your very privileged and distinct position, you know better. We felt that engaging with you would be very useful in bringing understanding, greater understanding to bear on those who matter within the Southeast. And I believe that you remain loyal because, as I've always mentioned, that because you have served, because you have shown a lot of patriotic zeal, you remain sold out. You and I, of course, those of us that are serving, and you remain sold out completely to unity, faith, peace, and progress of our nation. And so it is from this standpoint that your valued inputs will always remain what we will depend on going forward.
I'm happy to note that the Civil Military Cooperation Department, which I established as the Chief of Army Staff, has grown and is today playing a major role in interfacing between the military and the civil society. The gathering today is unique in the sense that it is bringing the veterans and those currently serving together towards finding lasting solution to the spate of insecurity all over the country. As you all know, anyone who has experienced violent conflict or war do not wish that it is repeated anywhere. Even no sensible person will wish that war is employed in solving out problem. If you go through history, you'll find out that it is jaw. Even after conflict, it ends on a round table. Why don't we jaw and prevent such conflicts? So we want to discourage anyone, anywhere, from actions that will lead to disruption of peace. There is no conflict that cannot be settled on a round table.
Well, first and foremost, it's not the job of the military to stop anyone from agitation, whatever he so wishes. It's a political thing. But what we are against is having to use the instrument of violence to bring about your agitations. We have a constitution, and the constitution enables us to be able to ventilate whatever grievances that we have. So anyone going outside the provisions of the constitution, of course, we won't, as a military and of course security agencies, allow that. So why do you have to kill in order to achieve your desires? That, of course, is out of place. So it's in that light that we will resist any attempt of anyone wanting to use the instrument of violence against the state. That certainly will not allow. But then there are provisions. Anyone who believes that he has certain desires within the confines of the arrangement as envisioned by the Constitution to ventilate such views. So this is the reason why we think that violence is not the way to go, and we will always appeal to everyone to seek the cause of law, the rule of law, to be able to bring about whatever his agitations are. So this precisely is what we are working at, the military and others, the police and other security agencies. We think that going this way, we'll be able to have a united and more prosperous nation where everyone, is able to view things dispassionately and desiring, of course, to make progress. Whenever you see, security setting to the generality of the people, of the populace, and of course the environment, that is devoid of tension, it is because of the work on the ground that security agencies are undertaking. So what happened, of course, in Enugu is only a pointer that is not yet Uhuru. And so that's the reason that even more makes this interaction to be very compelling. And I believe that going forward, we will see an incremental improvement in the security disposition, not just in the Southeast, but of course across the country.